Okay, so before we go much further with our landing page tutorial, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in. I'm going to take a little bit of a diversion and I'm going to run through all the different sections and blocks within sections just to make sure that it's all nice and clear. It's going to be a top level summary. I'm not going to go into any great detail because they're all mostly self-explanatory, but there are a few subtle differences that need to be made clear. Okay, so I've just opened up promo page 3 and I'll go through a few of these. So first thing, we've already got a section banner in there. A section is used for when you want text, buttons, etc. on a responsive background. So in the example we had previously, we were putting a background in here and we were putting, there we go, the text in here, content. Now, bearing in mind that is going to be responsive. So as I change the page shape and dimensions, the background is going to change shape and background dimensions. So I would very much advise against sticking things like logos, text, that sort of, anything really where you risk having things cut off. I would not put those in background images. Background images are nice, vague, generic images that could be perfectly usable at any dimension, any sizing, any background color. So I would stick with that. If you want something a bit sharper, a little bit more accurate, use an image. So add a section, image. And if I show you what that same banner would look like as an image, there we go. It's very clear, clearly sized, clearly shaped. If I preview that, we've got nice, clear, defined edges. And when I shrink that down, the image shrinks. There we go. But you've always got that full image in there. Very different to a background banner. Okay. Let me add another section. So a banner carousel is identical to a banner, except you've got more than one of them. So let's just jump in there. And it gives you 3 by default. You can, of course, have more than 3 if you would like more than 3. So let's just go in and I'm going to put that background banner on there as well. And then go back to my layouts. And I can see that I've got another 2 background banner carousels that I need to add. So in this case, I'm going to go and I'm going to add a funky background color there. Do the same over here. Okay, and if I want to reorder those slides, those banners in the carousel, all I do is I go into the section editor and then I can just drag and drop and reorder those. Nice and simple. Refresh that. There we go. We need a high resolution image for this one, but you can see how it works, and then you can navigate through the different slides. Clicking those. Okay, nice and easy, that one. Let me go and add some more sections. So we've seen already in the demonstration how to add a content block. Content block is just pure content. Drops it at the top, and I can edit my content, pop that in there nice and easily. One column promo is a promotion is made up of an image, some content, and a button. You can strip these back very easily. If I don't want to have an image, select none, media none, and you're just left with a text and a button. Let's go, if you want a video, stick in a YouTube embed link. Let's go back to image. If I don't want any content, remove the content. If you don't want a button, remove the button. Very, very simple, very, very flexible promotion spots, and they are really the bread and butter of your content on a landing page. You can have them in different formats, so you can have a single column, you can have a 2 column, you can have a 3 column, you can even have a 4 column. There we go, let's add that 4 column. There we go. Okay. If you want to edit the settings for that promo block 4 column, just go to settings, and you can play with that here. Put in some load of padding. There we go. Put in some spacing as well. Let's make that a bit more obvious. Let's put it to 100 spacing. There you can see how the spacing in between those sections is getting bigger and bigger. Let's move that back to 0. Lovely. Okay. What other sections are we going to want to be using? Well, a form section, that's an entire video onto itself. If you want to add a video, you can add videos. There we go. Nice big video as the default. I want to go back to layout and delete that. And if you want to go into one of these sections and go to layout and you want to delete some of these, you can absolutely delete some of them. So there we go. I've deleted one of those blocks and I want to add a video where that block was. There's my video. If I want to reorder, so I want to have that video appearing right at the top. On the first side, not on the top, on the left. There we go. Let's get the spacing down to 0. Nicely back to back. Actually, we don't want it to 0. Let's split it to 20. Okay. So this is a nice, easy demonstration of how to use these sections, these images, these blocks, and have to play with them and have a bit of luxury just building the landing page as and how you like. They are very flexible. You can have a bit of fun with them. Oh, one thing worth mentioning as well, we do have these things called blank blocks. So let me go to layout. Let me delete that video. Let me delete one of those. I'm going to add some blanks. So there's one added, another added. Then I go back to my layout. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag that in. So if I want to have just 2 promos sitting squarely in the middle of the page with spaces on either side, well, it would look like this. A blank block followed by 2 promo blocks followed by another blank block. There we go. A bit more spacing between those. Just because it affects my aesthetic view. There we go. And layout, and let's just drag that down underneath there. And you get a good idea of how that works. Lovely. Okay, that's a nice overview. Any questions? You know where to find us. I've just created a massive mess there. Enjoy.